think, some of the things that have commonly been said before is they're really expensive. My only pushback to that would be is that they're very competitive pricing wise now, because obviously there's a lot of competitiveness within the market and with different brands, especially now as opposed to earlier days, meant that the prices have come down considerably. And also second-hand wise, like the second-hand prices are actually considerably lower than combustion vehicles. But one thing I would say, like for myself, I've had two Tesla Model 3s, and I did 170,000 miles in my first Tesla with no issues whatsoever, and only a depreciation of around about 6 to 7 miles on the battery over that whole time span, even though I was charging it 6 to 7 days a week, nearly to full. And that's all I had in terms of depreciation of the battery, which is also a common myth that the battery will depreciate or you'll need to replace it. I would just say from my own personal experience, that's not been the case. And I'm in my second Model 3, and again, I'm having no issues around maintenance and around range and stuff like that. So I've had a consistent run of years where I've not had any issues, which tells me, and I think I'm able to therefore communicate that the benefit of having an electric vehicle is there for all to see. So there's lots of other things that can be considered in regards to pricing. There's no maintenance costs, because obviously there's no engine, so you don't need to service the vehicle in the same way that you would do a combustion vehicle. Because of the residual braking, you're hardly having to change the discs and pads. In fact, I've never changed them in over 170,000 miles, and they're still like new. Obviously you still need to do MOTs, but I mean there's less concerns that you need to have around it, because there's less things that you need to get fixed. So in both vehicles, I've done 170,000 miles in one, I've done 60,000 miles in the other, and I've never had to do anything to do with the maintenance of the vehicle. So you think about how much you would pay for an electric vehicle with a combustion vehicle if you could buy them, say on one's 20,000, and even if the electric vehicle was 25,000, if you look at the span in which you're working and the amount of money that you would save on maintenance, on fuel costs, savings are significant. So I was spending £1,200 a month on fuel on my hybrid vehicle, doing airport jobs and stuff like that, working 5 days a week for around 40 to 50 hours. And now I'm spending around £150 to £200 a month electric energy into the vehicle, charging from home. So that may go up if you're doing it actually charging publicly, but still the savings are quite significant.